Come on. Hello, Dave. Yeah, no, not too busy, no. Alright, no, we don't really go back into training for another few weeks. Okay, no, that's fine. Yep. Yeah, no, I'll be there. Be there in 5. Right, see you soon. Bye. Right, let's go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into Cormac Park. Thank you very much for taking the time to come out here today. The reason I've got you guys here today is to announce our brand new kits for the season 21-22. And without further ado, here they are. Now, you don't have to stand. No, don't have a standing ovation. No, thank you very much. So that's our new kits for this season. They are made from the finest of fabrics made over at Nike and are sponsored by Apache. We're happy to have them on board for the next few years. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It is season 2 of the Aberdeen Back on Top save. Now is where we start to make the progress. Let's just jump into it. Right, so in the last episode I promised you guys that I would be getting the deals done and I would be getting the transfer special done here. So we're going to have a look through our transfers, see who we've brought in, and then we're going to play our opening game of the season. And spoilers, it's a big one. So, here we go, having a look at the team here. So, a few signings, and we'll sort of go through them and explain why each one's came in as they have. So, obviously, Ross McCrory's came in from Rangers. That was pre-agreed before we even joined the club. That's something that's happening in real life. Anyway, so we've got Ross McCrory now as a permanent player. We brought in Luke Bolton on a free from Man City. That was a pre-contract deal. He spent last season on loan at Dundee United. Had an alright season, but I think he's one that can really develop in the future. He plays down the right-hand side. A lot of potential. He's a very fast player, so he should be good, especially if we're getting him for free. We've then got Pele Ruddock Mbanzu, who we got on free from Luton. Is a solid centre midfielder, box to box, can play Mazzala. He's kind of, that sort of player we need. I think he's definitely one to be keeping an eye on this season. Now, this one is my personal favourite. This is Francisco Ortega. This guy randomly came up on one of my scouting reports. He is a Argentinian left back. He's currently valued at £7 million. We got him on a free. Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, all these different teams were all interested in him, but I just jumped in there first, got a deal done, and we are absolutely laughing. If we look at his traits, he likes to get forward whenever possible, plays 1-2s, likes to beat his man repeatedly, runs with the ball often, and look at the pace. He's got 16 pace, 14 acceleration. His stats don't really lie there. He is looking like he's going to be someone that will be absolute quality for us this season. So hopefully we can get the best out of him. Next up, we've got Borja Ruiz. He's one that ultimately I think he's probably not going to play for us. But he is one that is going to be a bit of a moneymaker. It's a business deal, really. We've got him on a free. He's got decent potential. We're going to have him play out in America with DC Academy. Eventually, I'll end up playing for some proper team out there. Make us some money when we eventually sell him. Hopefully, he gets a work permit at some point and we can just play him, but I doubt it. Now, you would have already seen it on the screen. There, but unfortunately Lewis Ferguson decided that he'd outgrown the club and he had moved on, and Tottenham came in, swooped and signed him for 1.2 million. A steal, really, to be honest. I feel a bit disappointed that they've got him for that cheap, but ultimately he's left. We need to replace him. So we struggled to try and find a replacement, that would be an up-and-comer like Lewis Ferguson. So go back to what you know. Kenny McLean was loan listed from Norwich, so we've brought him back in. 29-year-old, so it's not really a one for the future for us, and he's not going to sign for us because he's worth 13 million. And if I was spending 30 million, it wouldn't be on sort of a 30-year-old Kenny McLean. But yeah, we've got him in for the season. Again, I think this is a good one, just a solid player in midfield, a bit of experience, and he should be one that will, get us a bit of control in the middle of the park. And our final bit of business here was Rafa Mir. This is a Spanish striker, 24-year-old from Wolves. Now, he looks like he's been on loan pretty much his whole time at Wolves. So he was playing for Valencia, and then Wolves signed him for 1.5 million, and then yeah, he's been on loan since then. But again, I think he's one that looks absolutely solid. His stats look really good. I think he's been all round, just sort of good sort of striker. He can play it on the wings as well. So we'll see how he gets on. Hopefully we can get some goals out of him there. So we're having a look at our schedule, and as you can see, our first game of the season is at home to Rangers. It is a big one to start the season, and it's going to really set a precedent for the rest of the season. We then have Hearts, the newcomers to the league, away from home, followed by a Betfred Cup second round game against Inverness. But then here's the big one, the Europa League playoff games against Slavia Prague there. Very, very excited for that one there. And fingers crossed we can get through this game and end up in the group stage of the Europa League. If we don't though, if we go out at that stage, we will end up in the group stage of the Europa Conference League, which again, regardless, we're going to be playing group stage football in Europe this season. Brilliant, let's go. So here we go, here is the team that will be lining up against Rangers for our opening game of the season. So we have Ortega at left back, Finlay and Hoban in the centre of defence, and De Silva at right back. Can't forget about Joe Lewis in goals. He is still with us, even though he wanted to push for a move at the end of the season, but I've got him back on my side. We have Ross McCrory, Impanzu and Kenny McLean in the centre of midfield, Ryan Hedge on the left, Bolton on the right, and Mir up front. On the bench, we've got Tom Ritchie, Greg Lee, Rhys Williams, Dean Campbell, Scott Wright, Brian Edmondson, and Sammy Cosgrove. So, let's just fire in. So here's our Rangers lineup. They've got McGregor, Sanchez, whatever that is, Katic, Bryan, Escalante, Jack, Aribo, Roof, Kent, and Eaton. Some other players on the bench. Looks like a new Rangers team. Don't know what to expect from this team. So let's just jump in and see how we get on, shall we? Right, team talk. Pump the fists. Let's go. We are Rangers after what happened in the last match. Go get some revenge, and that is pump them right up. That is what you love to see. What's Brandon Carey asking me here? It's a big day all round. How much do you look forward to taking on your rivals? Of course, I love it. I love taking on the rivals. I always look forward to this one. There's been a buzz all week. What are your thoughts on facing defending champions Rangers to kick off your season? I say bring it on. There we go. And here we go. The players walk out. Pittodrie is packed to the rafters. And we're underway. Free kick for Rangers. Ryan Kent to Bryan. Kent goes past one. He's in the box. He's taken down by McCrory. And it's a penalty. We're off to a terrible start. Can Joe Lewis save us though? Eaton steps up to take it. And it's in. It's a terrible start to the season. It's 1-0 Rangers. Oh, speak of the devil. We've got a throw in for Rangers. Sanchez on the right. He crosses it in. Keeper comes and grabs it. Brilliant. Can we get a counter attack off the back of this? Lewis up to Hedges. Hedges loses it to Sanchez. Oh no. This is a bad sign, isn't it? Kent out wide. Can he get the ball in? He gets the ball into Roof, who just puts it over. Oh, not looking too great. That should be half time though. There we go. It's half time and it's 1-0 Rangers. We've still got a chance. We're still in it. We've not really had any chance in the game though, which is worrying me. So show me something else in the second half. Let's just rejig our tactics. Actually, let's have a look. Passing. I think we get rid of that. Then we need to play for set pieces against Rangers. Regroup. Distribute quickly and to the flanks. Let's stop messing about at the back there. Everything else I think I'm fine with, yeah. Sub-wise, I don't think I'm going to bring anyone on just yet. We'll just leave it at that for just now. And the second half is underway at Pittodrie. It's 1-0 Rangers. Let's see if we can get back into it. Kenny McLean coming forward straight from the whistle. You'd love to see it. And Panzu plays it through from here. Oh. First real chance we've had of the season. And it was a good one. Probably should have got a better chance off there, Mir. Right, 60 minutes into the game. I think it's time to make a change. What we're looking at, I think Sammy Cosgrove on. He can't play as a complete forward, so we're going to have to change that to pressing attack. I think Scotty Wright on for Bolton, because he looks a bit dodgy, to be honest. And that'll do for just now, I'd say. Let's leave it at that. Half an hour to go. Let's see if we can get back into this, boys. Right, 15 minutes to go. Still not too much in the way of highlights. We've had more chances, which I like. I think we're going to go positive now. Just try and get more chances in now. It might open us up, but it's worth the risk, I think. Right, Scott Wright's got injured, which isn't ideal. Ortega will pop him up there and bring on Gregley then. See how Ortega gets on the wings. Right, final 5 minutes. We're just going to go attacking now. And see if we can get something out of this. Demand more. Right, we're into stoppage time. Don't think we're going to get anything here. And that is that. It's a disappointing start to the season. However, I think in the second half we definitely played a lot better, which is really good. It's a really positive thing to see. 1-0 against Rangers, who ultimately ran away with the league last season. Is it a massive loss? Not really, to be honest. But let's just hope we can do a bit better. Time. I'm still going to tell the guys I'm not happy with our performance. Just so they know. I think we played well, to be honest. We had a decent game. There wasn't anything there that's really, really worrying. Didn't get destroyed or anything. First half performance was a bit shoddy, but definitely looked a lot more dangerous in the second half. So if we can keep that up, I'd say we've got a chance. Right, Danny Hunters came in. He said, a result like that against such fierce rivals must really hurt your pride. Game's over, don't want to discuss it. Talk to the hand. Face ain't listening. And, I mean, that looks worse than it actually is, but not the best start to the season. Oh, Scott Wright's out for 6 to 7 weeks. Not ideal. Right, so that game is done. That's our first game of the season out of the way. We will be playing the Hearts and Inverness games off camera, and then we'll be coming back for the Slavia Prague double leg there. Livingston game will be played offline as well, but I will film these 2 games, 2 playoff games, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can make it into the group stage of the Europa League, because that would really boost our finances and boost our chances of becoming the top team in Scotland once again. As always, guys, thank you very, very much for watching. I really appreciate the love and support. New season, new targets. Let's see if we can hit 10 likes in this video. Hit that like button, show me what you can do. If you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button and share the video around. Let's go. This will be our year. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Peace.